Ryan and everybody at Conqur Endurance Group. Well, I am pretty excited that you guys want to know more about me and that I've made it to the next step in the ambassador application process. As you can tell, I'm on vacation, currently in Paris, touring the Louvre. So I think it just makes sense to answer some of these questions while seeing some of the landmarks in Paris. So why don't we go inside and see what we can find? So I'm currently fighting for a little bit of space here at the Mona Lisa. Even though the Louvre closes in an hour, there's still a ton of people here, as you can see. Something that people would be surprised to know about me is got to be that I don't like chocolate. Most people, especially women, love chocolate. I don't like chocolate at all. So that's something most people probably wouldn't know about me, and I think it's kind of unique, but yeah, I don't like chocolate. All right, coming at you from Winged Victory as the Louvre is getting close to closing. There's not a lot of people here anymore, which is pretty fantastic. So you really get to enjoy the statue with a little bit of peace and quiet and kind of absorb it in your own way. So the next question that I want to answer for you guys is got to be, why LA Marathon over other marathons? So to kind of be quick and dirty about it, it's the course. The course, the iconic landmarks, the energy. It's all over. You run through areas, neighborhoods, across towns that are known to everybody. You run by landmarks that everyone has heard of or have seen in movies. It's an amazing way to experience and absorb these places that you can't do in a car, you can't do on a double-decker bus, you kind of can't even do on a bike. But by doing it by your own 2 feet with 20,000 plus other people around you, it's something that never goes away, that you never forget. And let's add to that some quality aid stations that are always really well stocked, a really great finisher shirt, and an awesome finisher medal. It's totally worth it. And well, Southern California, that's the cherry on top. The hardest part about running, I kind of think this is a trick question because I really can't come up with anything. Of course, you've got some early mornings. Of course, you've got some early evenings because you got to get up for the early mornings. You know, your legs are tired a lot of the time, but all of that's balanced out by the sunrises and the sunsets and the conversations you have with people and that feeling of accomplishment. So it's been kind of hard finding one of the hardest things about running. But I think it's the toll it takes on your feet. Man, I don't have pretty feet anymore. I don't know if I ever did, but I definitely don't anymore. One of my toenails is kind of misshapen from Ironman Boulder. Another one's kind of permanently bruised from a training run that I had to do, a 22-miler. I've got really rough feet from all the trail running I've done, so I no longer have pretty feet or soft feet or nice feet. And when I go and get pedicures, I can't really have them scrub my feet like they used to because I gotta keep all those calluses and hard marks that I've worked so hard for. There's not really a hard part to running for me, except that my feet are just no longer camera ready.
Okay, so now I'm at the Arc de Triomphe, so I gotta answer more questions. So, my guilty pleasure has to be gummy bears. I can't control myself around them. I'll eat the entire package even before I get to the checkout counter at a grocery store. It's just something that I love, and there's zero self-control with those. Same goes for Rice Krispie treats. My mother will make me an entire cookie sheet pan of Rice Krispie treats. No control. The entire thing gone in a few hours.
Hello, Eiffel Tower going off, so here we go. Under the sea, under the sea, darling, it's better down where it's wetter, take it from me. Out on the shore they work all day, out in the sun they slave away, while we devoting full time to floating under the sea. Okay, so I am riding bikes right now in Versailles, checking out the grounds. Last question to answer for you guys, which is my favorite LAM landmark. As my photographer goes to crash. So my favorite landmark on the LA Marathon course is the Hollywood sign. For me, Hollywood, I'm born and raised Southern California, so it's always been a part of my life. The music, the movies, the actors, everything. So when you're coming up the street and you get that first glimpse of the Hollywood sign, it's pretty unreal. So that would be my favorite landmark on the LA Marathon.